Hello YouTube. So this is my review of the FitCamX Dashcam that fits a 2017 through 2023 Honda Ridgeline. So this is the second generation Ridgeline, and I assume it'll also fit the 24 model when that comes out. But what's special about this Dashcam is that it actually integrates into the rear view mirror shroud. And so what I mean by that is it replaces your old Dashcam shroud for a new one that has the camera built into it. I can focus there. And let me walk around so you can see the camera part. You can see the camera there. So the reason I bought this one was I've been wanting a dash cam for a while, but I didn't want the wires either coming down here to plug into the power adapter, or having to run a wire through the interior and then try to find somewhere to plug it in that would give it power, but only power when the engine is turned on, right? So this was, as soon as I saw this, I had to give it a shot, and so far I am extremely happy with it. And pardon my house, we're getting some stucco repaired. So let me just go through a couple of things. So one, as far as what comes in the box, obviously you get the replacement shroud, which is this whole piece in the back here. Okay, just fits right over the rear view mirror, and it fits very well. You also get two adapters. This is the one, so I guess there are two versions, and basically depends on what type of lighting assembly you have. So I have the one on the right, as you can see here. If you have the model to the left, then you would be using this adapter here. So the adapter that I used, basically it plugs into the light assembly, which gives it power. More importantly, it plugs directly into the sunroof and the rear sliding window opener. And those are only powered on when the engine is turned on, or the car's turned on, basically, right? And so you don't have to worry about turning the dash cam on and off. It does it automatically, which is really nice. You also get an interior tool, and this is primarily used, so you have to remove this lighting assembly here to get to that power, and then you can also use it to pry open the shroud when you were taking that out. And it does come with a 64 gigabyte micro SD card already installed, but they even give you a USB SD card reader. I can focus in on that. So you can take the SD card out, and then you can plug it into your computer and download the videos if you want to. And I'm going to give a quick review of the app in just a second, but you can also just use the app. So you download the FitCamX app on your phone. You connect its Wi-Fi to the dash cam, and then you can download directly to your phone. And you can view the videos and then download to your phone if you want to do that. Also comes with pretty good instructions. There's a video where you can use a QR code to look at the video. And then you have some additional instructions about operation. There's one thing that the instructions are not great about. So I think the instructional video is good through the 22 model. But in 23, I think something changed up here. And so up through 23, there are only two screws, one screw here and one screw here you have to take out, and then this whole assembly comes down. At least on the 23 model, and perhaps going forward, there's also two screws over in the front side. Okay, so you actually have to take these out first, and then you have to, you can kind of use this to kind of wedge in there, remove this light assembly part here, that pops down, and then take those 2 screws out, and then you can remove the exterior thing here. Actually, now that I think about it, this thing pops out without having to remove these screws, and this is where it plugs into. So I'm not entirely sure you even have to remove the outside portion here, to be honest. But just know, either way, there's 2 screws in the front, at least on the 23 model. Maybe 22 and earlier, you don't have to worry about that. But I learned the hard way because I kept trying to pry this down and it wouldn't budge. So just FYI on that. On the unit itself, there are 2 buttons. This is the power button. Now again, this turns on automatically when you start the car, but if, let's say you want to turn it off for some reason, then you would hold this down to turn it off. I think it's up to 20 seconds, it will turn off, and turn it back on, you just click that again. The button on the left is the camera button. And it's actually pretty cool. So let's say you're driving down the road and you just want to snap a shot of something. You just push that button once and it takes a photo or records a photo, and it will not overwrite the photo. It stores it until you delete it using your phone app. Okay, so that's kind of cool. And I've used it a few times, and that's a neat little feature. But I mean, otherwise, this fits in there really, really well. Also, I will say on the installation video, they make it look like this original shroud comes off easily, but it doesn't. You really have to kind of use that tool, or if you haven't, I have some better ones that are a little more sturdy I used, but you know, kind of pry that in there. But it's a little bit hard to get off. It's easier to get back on, but to get off, it does take a good bit of force. So just FYI on that. All right, so yeah, so far so good. I've had it for about a week. Seems to work great. When the car is turned on, and I'll just start it up here so you can kind of see. I don't know if you can make this out, but there are 2 flashing blue lights. You can see those. That indicates that it's now recording. Okay, so yeah, this is it's really cool. Now let me go into the app and kind of show you that and how you connect it to your dash cam. All right, so let's go through the FitCamX app, and I have it in the lower right-hand corner. This is an Android phone, but they have it on the Apple Play Store, or Apple Store, sorry, as well. So let's open that up. Now, the first time you use this, you will have to connect your Wi-Fi to the dash cam. Otherwise, assuming you're not around any other Wi-Fi sources, whenever you open the app, it should automatically connect to the Wi-Fi. But it looks like, since I'm next to my house, it's connected to my home Wi-Fi. Let me see if I can find the FitCamX. So I renamed it Ridgeline Dashcam. So we'll click on that. Alright, so I think that we are good. So I actually clicked on Always Connect. That way, again, if I'm not around other Wi-Fi sources that I normally use, it will automatically connect to your dash cam. Alright, so it looks like we're connected. And so it's connecting now. Alright, and then it gives you a live shot. So that is the dash cam. So it gives you the date and the time, which is pretty cool. So we'll go to camera file, lower left-hand corner there, and kind of see what's on the... So these are all the recordings I have so far. So I've set it up where it records 5 minutes and then it loops. So it's a 5-minute loop. And then as the SD card fills up, it will overwrite the oldest videos. This does also have a G-force detection, so if it detects a certain level of G-force from an impact, it will automatically save those videos, so you don't have to worry about that. You can also lock a video, so you can see here at the bottom, those are the 3 photos I've taken, just kind of playing around with it. That camera button I was telling you about on the dash cam itself. So again, it won't overwrite those unless you delete them. So that's pretty cool. And I'm sorry, these are the snapshots. That's what I was talking about, the snapshots. So I just push that button and it takes a snapshot and it saves it. And these are all your loops. You can play the videos. You can take a screenshot. You can download them to your phone. I think there's a way to send the files, although some of these are probably pretty large. But yeah, you can download them. And let me go into the settings a little bit. So we're going to click on camera settings, bottom right hand corner. Alright, I have sound recording on. I think the default is that it's off. Photo resolution, I think it defaults to 12 megabits. That's what I have it set to. Video resolution, I just set it to the default. You can increase the resolution, but just be aware that that will reduce the number of files that can be stored at once, and so your overwrite is going to occur more often. This is where you can set the loop recording duration, so I have it set to the max, which is 5 minutes, but you can do less if you want. Exposure, timestamp, I think that defaults to on. Collision sensing, I put that on low because I figure, you know, if it's just a fender bender, I still want it to I want to make sure it registers the impact and that it saves that recording. This does have a parking option, but I think in order for the parking to work, you must have power continuously going to the unit, and at least that's my impression. And where it plugs into in your lighting assembly, I don't believe that's always has power, so I don't think that's an option. I think it only applies to certain vehicles that you may be installing this on. And SD card, you can see I've been using this for about a week, so maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours of driving, and I've only used up 20 gigabytes so far, so it's still not overriding anything yet. But yeah, that's it. And then of course you can put it in landscape view if you want to do it that way. But so far I'm pretty impressed, especially for the price. I think when I went to Car Toys, which is a local like audio electronic place here out west, to get a decent dash cam installed, you're looking at $400 to $500, and that's with them hiding all the wires and hooking it up to a power source that only applies to when the engine's turned on and all that kind of stuff. But again, you're still going to have the dash cam still going to be clearly visible. It's going to be one extra piece. It's probably sitting below your rear view mirror shroud, whereas on this one it looks factory. I mean, it's great. It really is. It's really amazing. So anyway, that's my review. So far so good. Highly recommend you give it a shot. I had a customer service question. They replied back within a day or two. So far customer service has been great, but encourage you to give it a shot if you have a second generation Honda Ridgeline.